we are going to be playing some Minecraft today. We're in our cozy long-term stream world. The last stream, we actually decorated quite a few of these homes. Quite a few. So we're going to continue working on that today. Probably just hang around, decorate the exteriors of these, and probably build up some more structures if we have time. So let's do it. What do we got, though? I need to organize my inventory and stuff, too. You know? Can we get some breakfast recommendations going? Okay. First of all, breakfast burrito, if you've got the items. Breakfast burritos are great because they're on the go, you know? So I think that's like a good start. Maybe a breakfast burrito. Second recommendation would be scrambled eggs with just some like plain toast with some butter, you know? Can't go wrong with that. Third, oatmeal and a little bit of fruit, like maybe a banana, some berries. I love oatmeal. I had oatmeal in a boiled egg for breakfast, and it was delicious. I love boiled eggs, though, and nothing will ever change that. Sorry, chat. Eggs Benedict? Oh, yes. Eggs Benedict are one of my favorites. So good. So good. You're allergic to bananas? Okay, no bananas for you, Charlie. No bananas for you. Waffles would be so good right now. Ooh, a waffle would be great. See, the thing is, you just have to, I think with breakfast, like, you just have to understand what are you in the mood for. Are you in the mood for sweet or savory? Or both, perhaps. And then you just, like, work your way around that question, and you figure it out from there. Cold pizza and Oreos, breakfast of champions. We're not listening to Jag here. That's not, no. Just kidding, Jag. Whatever floats your boat. Honestly, I do like some cold pizza for breakfast here and there. I actually do. I don't even eat breakfast. I eat breakfast, but it's definitely late. Later than I probably should. I can't eat too early in the mornings, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's too early. I don't want to be eating like, I don't know, at like 6 a.m. when I wake up. Boiled eggs are delicious, especially on toast, as long as they're not overcooked. You know what's up. You definitely know what's up. Honestly, boiled eggs on toast is so good. BTD actually got me on that like years and years ago. Like soft boiled eggs, though, is what I'm talking about. How many cobble? Yeah, I do. Soft boiled eggs on toast is just like, oh, it's just got everything, you know? It's got like a kick of carbs, a little bit of protein. You're good to go. What more do you need, you know? Need time for your stomach to wake up? Agree. That's how I feel too when I wake up. I can't eat right away. Otherwise, I'm like, All right. What do I got here? A little tower. So we can decorate that too. Ooh, let's get some leaves for this actually. Breakfast foods are my favorite foods, but I hate eating at breakfast time. Same. That's why I'm like, you know what? Brunch. Because you can still eat the breakfast foods. It's just like you're just eating it at lunchtime. I basically just eat, like I just have brunch every day pretty much. Every day is a brunch day, chat.
If I eat breakfast too early, I literally wanna vom.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. It just makes me like a little bit sick, you know? But breakfast foods, incredible. Incredible. Also, Taco, thank you so much for the 18 months. Let's go. Big swags. Big swags. Really appreciate it. Just doing like a little bit of a different design. Whoops. There we go. Brunch is superior, totally. And then also it's nice because then like, you know, if you're not in the mood for a breakfast item, then like you don't gotta eat it. There's like so many other options. You can have like a sandwich instead. And also I feel like, you know, people get like pretty creative with brunch. So then they're like, oh, how about like a breakfast sandwich? And I'm like, oh, yes. Breakfast sandwiches are so good. I love a good breakfast sandwich as well. Do I have more barrels? I do not. Gonna have to go make more. I think we need to make brunch. Brunch needs to be the main meal of the day. Agreed. Agreed. It just does it all. It has it all. Breakfast food at midnight is amazing. Yes. Why though? It just like, it kind of hits differently. You're so right. I do love breakfast food at night. Especially if it's like where you're like out late and you're just like, wow, yeah, I kind of want like a breakfast sandwich right now. Pray for my tattoo healing journey. Day one, I also want to rip the bandage off already. Praying for you, Charlie. Especially when you get to the stage where it like gets like kind of itchy and you're just like, can this please end? And it's like, oh, I'm just kicking things off. And you're like, no. That's the worst feeling, is like the itchiness. I hated that. I haven't gotten a tattoo in a long time though. Do you enjoy cowboy kind of books? To be honest, I've never really read any like cowboy sort of books, but like I wouldn't rule it out. You know what I mean? I feel like I more frequently read like fantasy and stuff like that, but like definitely wouldn't be opposed to trying something out like that. Absolutely not. I don't know what to do here because this is attached here. I think it would look kind of goofy if I did the same thing. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe it kind of works. Yeah, that works. That's cool. Okay, sweet. Nice. The cafe across the street from me closed like a year ago, but I used to get their Mediterranean toast, a toast with a pile of hummus on it, like every day. So good. Yes, also like an open-faced breakfast sandwich is also very, very good. So good. That's funny. That's what BTD had this morning. She had a fried egg with hummus and a bit of feta. And and also sriracha. And I was watching her eat that and I was like, oh, dang, I should have had that. I had a boiled egg and oatmeal. What am I doing here? She always makes really good breakfast though. Book recommendation, Whiskey When We're Dry. 1880s west of the Rockies and 17-year-old Jessalyn Harney is in trouble. The book made me cry, so I thought it was good. I'll have to check it out for sure. Yeah, I honestly, as long as anything has like a compelling story, I'm not opposed to reading it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like, oh, like, there's not really much that I dislike, I would say. Oh, spruce stairs. I've had them all along. I'm gonna start adding these throughout the area so we can kind of run around a little bit easier. Gonna have to figure that pathing out. Maybe do something here. Like that. This path is a little bit awkward, but I'm gonna have to fix it up. I don't know what I'm doing with this path here, though. This part's like a little bit awkward as well. Do something like that. And then right here, probably slabs, I would say. Maybe fix this up here. Let's grab some slabs here. I'm gonna have to get some more dirt, too. Just a lot of, like, weird terrain happening in this spot, so I'm gonna have to fix it up. There we go. Maybe fix this up too. Let's go. I ended up getting one touched up to on a different part of my body. I think that's when I should have stopped, but I was trooping. I had a fat nap when I got home. See, yeah, I always find that with like tattoos, there is like it's weird that you say that. There's like a breaking point that you reach. You know what I mean? Where you're just like, that's what sends you over the edge, and you're like, I shouldn't have done that, or I should have like stopped there. I've definitely had that feeling with whatchamacallit, tattoos. And it's like very obvious when you reach that point and you're like, oh no, I'm in trouble now. It's wild. Yeah, does this song ever get old? I don't think it will. So good. Literally never gets old, chat. The book has some LGBTQ moment, so it was interesting. I don't know. I don't want to say it's a book representing the community, but there's mentions of it. Oh heck yeah! Always love when there's some of that in a book as well. I was stalking your old YouTube videos, and your gameplay, building, and videos have just really blossomed so nicely into the skill set you have now. It's so cool to look back at. What the heck? Thank you. That's such a nice compliment. That's like such a wonderful, wonderful compliment. I know, like I get a lot of questions about kind of just like advice on YouTube, like whether it's like starting a channel or like, you know, like what to do for your content. I feel like I always give the same advice, and it's just to like kind of just send it and do what makes you happy, because every single time you make a video, you're gonna learn something new and want to like improve in some way. And before you know it, your style evolves so much in like editing and like the way you communicate and tell a story, and even like your building skills. And like all you have to do is just keep going, and then you can look back and see how much you've improved. And I'm glad you noticed that with my content. Like, I think that's a good thing. Like, you kind of should look back at your old content and go, wow, it's not bad, but it's like, that ain't me anymore, you know? Sorry, chat, just had to check my little phone real quick. All right. Where are the toots? The toots are gone. I removed them for a while, and honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna bring them back. I don't know. Sound alerts were kind of like, sometimes I have trouble with like focusing on many things at once. And sound alerts were one of those things where like they go off, and like sometimes it was really hard for me to kind of like get back on track with what I was doing and thinking, if that makes sense. So I kind of got rid of them for a bit, and now I'm like, now that they're like not here at all, I'm like, it might be a good thing, because I think it's a sign that like, not that it was stressing me out, but it was like definitely like scrambling my brain a little bit, you know? It's my concentration, chat. I have trouble concentrating sometimes, is what I'm trying to say. Currently have 2 tattoos. The first one, my tattoo artist said to me, be careful when you stand up, as you may feel lightheaded. So I waited for 5 minutes, stood up, and almost face planted on the floor. Oh my gosh, that's happened to me too. Especially when you're sitting down for that long and you're like, I'm totally fine. And then that happens and you're like, wow, I am not well. I am not well. Want to say some of your old videos, you watch some of my old videos, have to say I'm disappointed and you no longer use the word dope every 3 minutes. Jag, I genuinely cannot tell if you're joking or not, because I'm like, I feel like that is something past me would have said. So like, I genuinely actually can't tell if that's like, you're making a joke where it's like, haha, you used to say this, or like you're lying, because like I probably said that. Gone back and started watching this world from the start. Just finished watching the windmill build, and I feel like I'm getting sneak peeks of the world watching you now. Yo, yeah, that's old school. Like, look at how much, like, this is just wild how much it's changed. We have so much work to do in this world, but like, that's That's OG over there. That's wild. There's been like a lot of talk on YouTube about like forever worlds, which I find interesting because at first I was like, wow, having a forever world would be so cool. And then I thought about it and I was like, wait, I do have a forever world. It's this one, which is wild. Like, I have no intention of giving up this world. You know what I mean? All right, these like the block of homes over here are pretty cool. They're pretty much done. We have to fix these two up a little bit more. But I'm ready to kind of just like start hashing out some other areas. So chat, with this area, we obviously have to fix up these villager homes as well, but we need to figure out like what we're going to do with this spot, what we're going to do over here. The terrain here is really messy. That's the problem. This is going to have to be fixed up. I feel like we need trees here and to like line a path down here that kind of goes into the village because we want like kind of like a natural border between this village and the town over here. Because like, as you can see, when it's not bordered off properly, it looks really awkward. So we'll have to figure that out. But what's something that we could do over here? Like, are we thinking more like docks? Kind of like a little fishing area? We could have like, I don't know, like some small like fishing huts and stuff like that. And then some docks going out. We also have like a little bit of farmland here we might have to either do something with or get rid of. What's good for the border of this world? I Drift, your contents helped me with finding my build style so much. It's funny that we were talking about this. I've thought of creating a small platform for Minecraft because why not? Wanted to for so long and your videos motivate me so much. Oh, thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate it. And honestly, I just gotta say, just do it. Just do it. You will learn so much. Like I said, go back and look at my old videos and you can totally see like the progression, right? You just learn so much by doing it. A little farmer's market with little carts. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Maybe a trading dock where the docking areas are a market. That's a good, see, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So like maybe if we make it like, I don't know if stone's necessarily appropriate because we're kind of like leaning on using dirt pathing, but I'm kind of thinking like spruce wood as like a rusty old dock because we have so much stone here. I don't necessarily want to repeat that there. I kind of feel like a dock is the vibe. Now, another question for you all. Do I see how this grass here is like one block higher? Do I lift everything up and like make everything one block higher? Or do we kind of live with like the one block that's like flush to the water? What do we feel about that? It's close to the market and other docks though. See, yeah, that's the thing. If we then like, because I think every little like community should have like a village would have its own little docks. And I feel like if we kind of do the trick where we make it like just a little bit smaller and add details, like make it made all out of wood and stuff, it'll kind of have like a little bit of difference, right? I would say lift it personally or extend it. So there's a raid and flush part, kind of how it is now. That's kind of what I'm thinking, like lifting it so you have just like a little bit of height here. And then we can kind of like extend the dock just like a little bit, but most of the builds will be around here. So if we're going to work on that, we're going to have to terraform a bit. Say hello to some messy bins, chat. We're gonna need some grass and some other stuff. Wrote that before you mentioned the spruce wood. I agree that that'll be a good vibe. Yeah, no worries at all. No worries. Yeah, I think so too. I think it'll be like a little bit, as long as we make it a little bit different, because I feel like if we went with stone, it would just be like, when you zoom out of this, we'd have just like such a large surface area of stone. It would look kind of goofy, right? Like that would definitely be a concern because this is like so heavy with like the stone use. Let's clean up this shulker box and then we'll go grab some like dirt and stuff like that. Do like a cute little aquarium since this is a fishing village. Ooh, we could do like, I saw Blockdown did in his farmland 100 days. He did like a little spot that had like fishing ponds kind of. And like a spot to store like live fish. I feel like we should do something like that. It would be really cool. Are we ever gonna finish the cat city? Absolutely. That's kind of like a work in progress type thing for sure, I would say. We haven't gone back to it lately. Just cause like the thing with this world is we kind of bounce around like random projects. But Cat City will definitely get finished one day. Or not finished. We'll work on it again because it's definitely a big work in progress. What? Sorry, my dad messaged me something. Huh? My dad messaged me something. I'm like, what are you talking about? Huh? I don't know what he's talking about. So I have to message him back. Do your parents ever do this? Where they're like, they'll message you something and then they'll be like, they'll like end the sentence with like a period and it sounds like very serious. Like he'll always be like, call me. And I'm like, oh God, what is it? And then he's like, oh, I just wanted to chat. What's going on? And I'm like, you scared me. Stop scaring me. I always get so scared. Like, even though like now I should be trained to know that if my dad texts me like, hey, can you call me? Like, it's not serious. It's just the way he's conveying it. But like my mind always panics. Miss the poop closet? Yeah, the poop closet is a classic. I mean, it's still there. That's the good thing. Like a zen garden with benches, koi ponds, tall trees, and cute walkways. It's more like, oh man. I wish I had a screenshot of it. It's really cool. So like what I'm talking about what Blockdown did is it's not so much like ponds and stuff like that. It's more of like a utility like spot for fishing where like they catch fish and they like put it in like a barrel in like a fishing market. So like, let's say like if somebody were to go to the market and purchase fish instead, it's kind of like that. He did that with his farming world and it ended up looking really cool. Although a garden with like koi fish and stuff like that would look pretty sweet too. My mom is the same way as Papa Drift. Call me. But why? Are you okay? Yes, that's the thing. I'm like, can you just tell me like what it pertains so like I'm not like anxious because they also don't respond right away. And it freaks me out. What? Okay, I think he's confused. Okay, chat, I'm filling you in on what he's saying. I love my dad so much. So he was like, hey, I love your new page cover with the bumblebee. I was like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? And he was like, when I sign into your Infinite Drift on YouTube, it's no longer just your caricature, but also the bumblebee from Minecraft. And I was like, do you mean when you go to watch a video? And he was like, yes. And I think what he's doing is he's watching my live stream VODs, but he doesn't realize that it's the VODs that he's watching. That's so sweet. Okay, I need to explain this to him. Sorry, chat. my gosh. That's so funny. He was like, why is it just this screen with you and an illustration of a bumblebee? Oh, gosh. I just have to explain it to him because I know he's probably sitting in front of his computer like this. Or not his computer, probably on the TV, and he's probably watching it like this, like waiting for like something to happen. So I told him, I was like, you have to fast forward the VOD because otherwise you're going to be sitting there for 4 minutes. And I don't want him just sitting there being like, does anything else happen? And I'm like, no, that's it, buddy. Sorry. And he'll just click off. You know what I mean? That's so sweet that he's watching it though. What a homie. He's the best. Oh gosh. Lacey, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Big swag. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate it. That was such a mystery. I was like, what is he talking about? What's wrong with my channel? What is he? A bumblebee? That's not on my YouTube channel. It turns out he's just like trying to watch my VODs. We need to need him to hop on this live. Honestly, like if I could get my parents to figure out Twitch, I would have them here. I think it's genuinely kind of confusing for them, but if I show them, they'll pop in. Having my dad in this Twitch chat would be pure chaos though. He'd probably like accidentally, actually you can't rewind on Twitch. I was gonna say he'd probably be responding to things that happened 40 minutes ago and we'd all be like, what are you talking about? And people are lining up for ages to stare at that bumblebee. Yeah, it's real good content. Anyone else get anxiety when somebody says, what are you doing? Yes! Because I'm always like, what's gonna be the follow-up question, right? You don't know if what are you doing is just like a casual like, hey, like, what you up to? Like, I just want to know. Or it's like, am I gonna have to drop something because like something's urgent? Or like, do you just want to hang out? It's just like the follow-up to that question. I'd rather somebody say like, hey, what are you doing? I've got this going on. Are you interested? You know what I mean? Or can I ask you something? Yeah. Usually on Twitch as well, when somebody asks, can I ask you something? It leads to like not great things. So usually I'm like, what do you want? Funky, welcome on in. Let me know if that's how I pronounce your name, but welcome. Thanks for popping in. My friends and I use what doing when it's casual and what are you doing when it's urgent. When we've come to that decision when we're all stressing each other out. Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. There is a bit of a distinction. Hey, Drift, can I ask you something? Only if I can ask you something first. What are we building? So we are working on a village transformation project today. Right now, we're kind of just like raising the terrain up a little bit. I honestly might get rid of this too. There doesn't really seem to be a point of it. And I actually don't think any of this should be like lower elevation anyway. So we're just kind of fixing up the terrain a little bit while we just hang out and chat for a bit. King Frost, welcome on in. How you doing? Hey, Drip, can I ask you something? Where's the bee on your VOD? Wait, I can't. I just tried to explain to him, like, you have to fast forward it to get to the gameplay. I'll probably call him after. Oh, jeez. I haven't started making breakfast yet. I've been ready. I have to be ready for 12:30. You got to get on this, Charlie. Wait, did you decide what you're going to have, though? That's the most important decision. That is the most important decision, though. I'm 90% not doing anything and wish to do nothing, so I hate the what are you doing? Oh my gosh, real. So real. So real. Yeah, what are you doing? I don't know. Nothing. Same thing I always do. Nothing. Come on. My thing is, like, now, like, it's very hard for me to, like, spontaneously agree to things, though. You know what I mean? Like, let's say, like, IRL plans, it's very hard for me. Like, if somebody were to say, hey, Drift, what are you doing? Like, even if I was doing nothing, if they wanted me to go out, like, last minute, I'd probably be like, ooh, but my routine. Like, don't get me wrong, I love going out to do things. I love having, like, a busy schedule, but I kinda, for the most part, like having it planned, you know? Depends on the event, though. Like, there's some things, obviously, I won't say no to, but I kinda just like to have, like, my day planned out, is what I'm trying to say. Ooh, you're gonna do waffles? Nice. Waffles are so good. Are we talking, like, Eggo waffles, or are we talking, like, waffles that are, like, homemade with a waffle maker? What's a mod that gives you the mini map? It's called Zero's World Map. It's really good. So it comes with a world map and mini map, and they kind of like connect to one another, and you can set like waypoints and stuff like that. So you can always like find your home and all that stuff. It's really cool. Was the tree part of the village? I've never seen that before. Yeah, it was kind of like their little, like, meeting place. Their little market square, you know? On it. On it. Didn't even see that. Thank you, Rug. Thank you. I didn't even notice that. I was just like, doop-a-doo. Gonna cover up this cobble. There's no point. Moon, same. I didn't even notice it. I did not. I'm just vibing. Do we have a map command? I think we have an exclamation point mods command. I'm pretty sure we do. That lists some of them. Maybe, maybe not. Or it should be under the FAQ, maybe? If not, we'll take note for sure. This is starting to look a lot better, I think. I'm happy I leveled it out. There was just like too much like random elevation going on, you know? Ayo, you got it? You got the command? Ayo. Ayo. Chat, what's the vibe for tonight? Like, what's everybody's like vibe? After BTD is done work, we're probably gonna go out. We're gonna get some other face moisturizer because I need to incorporate another one into my routine. Because I am, like, my face is so dry right now. I had to moisturize twice this morning. And I'm pretty sure while I stream, it's probably still gonna dry out. So I need something like a little bit thicker for winter time. And then I think we're gonna probably get Ruth some more food. And then we're gonna make salmon for dinner because we haven't had that in a hot minute, but it's like one of our favorite meals. So I think we're gonna do that. Got accepted into your dream college tonight? Yo, let's go! Let's go! Big swags. Congratulations, that's awesome. For a second, I forgot everything I had planned for today. I kind of did too, and then I was like, wait, we do have plans after work. Due to weather, I totally recommend maybe getting a humidifier to combat the dry, cold air. So we do have like, I might get like a humidifier for my office, but we do have one that like circulates through the house that pumps in humidity. I haven't had it on like the past day or so. Usually we use it to like flush out food, like the smell of food and stuff, but I'm wondering if it would be worth having it on more often because I'm also getting electrical shocks a lot more and it really hurts. Does anybody else get that in the winter? I think the problem is I shuffle my feet too much, but like literally sometimes I will touch something and I can see like a bolt of electricity off of my finger and I'm like, that's not good. Use Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel. I used to use that and it was awesome. Maybe I'll go pick that up tonight. Lately, I've been using La Roche products because I have like really bad rosacea and people recommended it. And it's been helping a lot, but I need something else. So I'll layer it up with that maybe. Have to get ready for work tomorrow, so I'm gonna watch your stream and then make sure I have everything ready for work. Aw, nice. Heck yeah. I hope your work goes well. I'll be moving out to Colorado now in Boulder. Yo, that's awesome. Colorado looks like such a beautiful place. I would love to visit one day. So cool though. Very exciting. My friends are all sick with norovirus and I'm a germaphobe, so I'm not hanging out. Gonna stay home and read Throne of Glass series. Nah, totally fair. Stay home. They should, you know, they gotta get better, heal, all that stuff. And also, you don't want to be stuck with that. Norovirus is the one that's like a stomach bug, right? That can be pretty brutal. Aveeno Common Restore, but I have eczema. Maybe I'll try Aveeno as well, because it's very like gentle and also like unscented is a big thing for me. I hate like scented products. Drives me nuts. Be real, are you secretly a wizard that can shoot electricity out of your fingers? I wish it was that interesting. I'm just a power cord. That's it. I'm just simply a power cord. Not a wizard. Come on, somebody else has to have that electrical shock problem. Is it literally just me? Do none of you shuffle your feet? Come on. Gonna go do laundry today. Been procrastinating with it. Yo, same. We have a laundry pile up in our bedroom and it ain't looking pretty. We could probably get it done in like an afternoon, but still. Send to that you use. Thank you, Charlie. I'm gonna check them out. Just ordered Typology for my rosacea. I'll have to check out Typology as well. I'm gonna write that one down too. Rosacea is such a pain. Sometimes you think you have it under control and then it just like comes back and ruins your life. And you're just like, what the heck? What's going on here? Okay, I need more dirt than I thought. Because I might also change up the shape of this a little bit too. So right now we've got like this. I think maybe we should just kind of like expand it a little bit more. That'll make it look a little bit better. The static has been killing me. Thank you. Okay, I feel heard. Because like it's actually been driving me nuts. And maybe that's why your mic buzzes. The mic definitely is. It's definitely hitting other power cords, but I feel like that also could be contributing too. Gonna go shuffle my feet. Don't do it. It hurts. The electric shock it doesn't feel good. It hurts. Constantly getting shocked by blankets and cats in the winter. Yes, cats. I feel bad. I picked up Ruth the other day and like the whole time I was like picking her up, there was like shocks running through both of us and we were like, ah! Ah! It was so bad. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Should probably use dirt too, actually. Because it's still touch dirt. Oh wait, no, I have a lot of this too. It doesn't really matter. I was gonna use one where I have like less of it, but... Or more of it, sorry. Oops. Just gonna drop that there. Let that despawn. Got a snow day today, so I'm off work and finally able to catch a stream. Found your VODs on YouTube and have loved watching them. So nice to be able to watch you live today. Hope your day is going amazing. Oh, Goldie, thank you so much for coming over to Twitch. I appreciate it. So nice to see you, and I hope you're enjoying your snow day. Love a good snow day. That was always... Listen, nothing beats that feeling. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I would wake up for school, and, like, you could just hear... the sound of the cars on the street, you knew it was a snow day and you're like, ha ha, Let's go! That was the best. Wonder if getting the cord off the carpet would help too. That's what I'm wondering, because it is on carpet right now. I'm kind of thinking maybe I need to like string it on the top of my desk or something for my mic. You only get shocked by my blankets? Yeah, the blankets hurt too, and like that's not cool because you're like, the blanket is supposed to be a source of comfort, not pain, you know? So maybe let's go like this instead. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. What's a command when you're transferring all the dirt at once? So I think what I do is like, let's say you want to transfer something to somewhere else. You hold on to this block, right? And then I think you hold down shift and then double click it. And then it will transfer it into the thing that you double clicked into. So like, for example, like I want some more grass blocks in my inventory. Hold shift, double click, and it'll put them back in. It's a neat little trick. I feel like there's a couple other commands that even like I still have yet to learn, but that one's a good one. Real good one.
Arjuni, howdy. It's been a hot minute, but I'm glad to catch a live. Perfect for this rainy day. Hope you're doing well, Infini 597 love.
Rose, thank you so much for the 5 months. Let's go. Big swags. Thank you so much for the kind words too. I really appreciate it. So nice to see you here. I hope you're having a cozy day. Cozy rainy day. That sounds nice. I also feel like the fact that we have like, I don't know, we just have like, I guess like laminate flooring in our house. It doesn't really help. I feel like that helps build up a static charge rather than if you have like, I don't know, like real wood floors. I feel like that makes a difference, you know? Because I can't remember when we lived in our really old apartment. It was our first apartment. It was super old and it had like this super old flooring, but it was like really nice. I feel like I never got shocks like that before. Big cozy vibes here for sure. Let's go. Love a cozy vibes day. It's like very like, actually no, it's overcast now. It was sunny in the morning, but it's kind of overcast today, but I'm almost here for it, you know? I love a good winter day where it's kind of just like, there's no point in going outside, so you just like cozy up, play a game, read a book. That's kind of the vibe tonight, you know? I only have tile in the kitchen and bathroom and the rest is carpet, so the static is insane. Oh my gosh, Charlie, see, you understand. You understand where I'm coming from here. It's like insane to the point where it's just like, I'm actually literally afraid to touch anything metal. Like I'm always like constantly trying to like ground myself before the static shock builds up too much. Like I'm always like touching metal things around the house. It's ridiculous. To celebrate, I'm gonna begin my stream. No worries. Have a great stream. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. Also, Ocean, thank you so much for the hydrate. I really do need to hydrate right now. I do indeed. The Duolingo bird is threatening me right now. See, the problem with that is I'm just like, I feel like eventually I'd be like, dude, I ain't listening to you. I'm not doing it now, even though I was intending to do it. I'm not going to, because you can't make me. You can't make me. All right, this is looking a lot better, I think. Cleaned up for reals. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Have y'all ever seen those older homes built with carpet in the bathroom? I've seen a few, and it's such an odd combo. Me, personally, I could not enjoy that. So growing up, my cousin's house had that. I remember, and I thought it was really weird, because, like, it was a home that was built probably in the 80s, and, like, I lived in a home briefly that was built... The first home I lived in was built like late 80s, I think. I'm pretty sure. And we didn't have that either. So it was a weird feature. Like, I remember being like, ugh, like, that's gross. Very common back then. I remember my grandma also had like a toilet seat cover that was rug. What? Why? I don't know. It's so weird. Very, very weird. Yeah, the whole carpet and bathroom thing ain't cool. Unless it's like kind of just like, whatchamacallit, like a shower rug. That's different. Because you can just like take that apart and clean it. What floors except my bathroom and kitchen? My building was built in 1890 and rebuilt in 1910. Yeah, that's old AF. That was like my first apartment that I had in Toronto. It was very, very old. It was built in like, I don't know, 19 something. And I think like the basement, we went down there once and it was really creepy because it was just like dirt flooring. It was a really nice building though. One thing that was like, that's like not common here in Canada, like for newer builds, is radiators. So like the radiator heat was like, it was so different. Like it feels nicer. I don't know. Also, Taco, you're asking if I have slippers, and I'm gonna say yes. I do have slippers, and I do know that I'm pretty sure they do make the static shock worse, especially because I shuffle around in them. So I'm just like shuffling around the house like this, gathering up electricity. I'm pretty sure it makes it worse, but also I can't live without my slippers. I have the grossest slippers right now. I have to show you all. I found them at Winners. Okay, actually, fun fact about these slippers is when Blockdown and his partner came to visit, we both got them like a comfy item because they were staying with us. So we got Blockdown a pair of slippers, and then his partner, we got her a Snuggie. And these are the slippers that we got him, but they wouldn't fit his feet. So I was like, I'll just wear them instead. And then we ended up going back to get some his size, but they're like these old man slippers. They're so comfy though. I just shuffle around in them and I'm like, I love to make tea and read my books and shuffle around in my brown slippers. Meanwhile, I'm like a ball of electricity though. Like I feel like I could like jump a car with the amount of like electricity I store in my body, you know? Somebody's on the side of the road, I like come up and like shuffle next to them, and then I just like touch the battery, the car just turns on. I probably could. Do you ever, oh my gosh, losing my voice, do you ever make a list of things you want to get done on your Minecraft farm? Yes, I make lists of stuff I want to do all the time. Especially when I'm making videos too, like 100 days. I make big old lists. Whether it's like something as simple as like, oh, I want to build like a chicken coop. Or it's like, I want to accomplish like this type of redstone farm. Lists are very, very helpful. I should probably just get rid of this. I don't know why I'm building around it. Bruh. Work, old man slippers are so comfy. They are. They really are. There's nothing like them, you know? I think I've become too dependent on slippers though, because whenever I walk around, even if it's for like 3 minutes in my house without slippers, my feet hurt and I'm like, ah, ow. That should not be happening. That's a problem. It's really not that serious, you know? Rubber-soled slippers? These ones are rubber, though. I'm pretty sure. There's plastic on the bottom. That's the thing. I don't get it. Could you imagine Grandpa Eggy Joe shuffling in her gross slippers, conducting electricity to go shock Ruth? Yeah, Ruth's POV is like me, like... And she's like, no! No! Please! I'm getting you some UGG slippers for your birthday. Wait, I got my sister some for Christmas and she does love them. Like, are they actually like superior? They do look really comfy. I also just kind of want to look swag because these just aren't it, you know? The thing with slippers though, I'm not super picky. The only thing like I need with a good slipper though is that you need to be able to slip into them. I don't want the heel to be closed. I need easy access because if I need to rip those off because I'm too hot, I am not battling the heel, you know? It retains too much heat that way. There we go. All right, chat. I think this looks a lot better. I might fix up. No. Probably just deal with this. Yeah, I think that looks good. Cool. So, with this space, the heck are we gonna do? It's so funny though. I just realized. Fun fact, chat. I'm an idiot. I should have just replaced this all with spruce wood to begin with. Why didn't I do that? It's fine. We'll figure it out after. We'll kind of like draw a map of like what we want this fishing village to look like, and then we'll redo it. Oh my gosh. That's so classic me. It's fine. We just needed like a mental picture in our brain first. I'm gonna have to get some wool though, because we're gonna need to kind of like map out where we want these little builds to go. Trying to collect resources but keep getting distracted with cats. I now have 5 but no iron. That is actually hilarious and also so real. So real. That's why you get the slippers and not the boots. I low-key kind of want the boots though. At first I was like, why are people wearing these again? Now I'm like, why are we not wearing these again? Like, what? Why wouldn't we, you know? You love heeled slippers? Really? I'm the opposite. I hate heeled slippers. Interesting. Placing grass can be kind of hypnotizing. You can get stuck doing it. So real. So real. Yeah, I kind of just realized that right at the end. It was a little bit too late. I placed the final block of grass. I was like, pfft, and then I was like, wait, that was not smart of me to do. It's all good though. What do I need? So we've got wool. Oh, rockets. I don't have any prepared. What a rookie, you know? What an actual rookie over here. 63? That's not cool. I probably do have rockets hiding somewhere, but I'll leave a couple here because I don't want like a bunch of stacks clogging up our inventory. And then we go. Are we bringing back Ugg boots and Juicy Couture pants and Infinity Scarves? Okay, I actually did see Juicy pants at the store. We are bringing that back. I'm not sure about the Infinity Scarves yet. I think that might be a little bit too early. That's too premature. But definitely we are. Chat. All of that stuff is coming back. That storage room is really cute. Oh, thank you so much. It took a long time, but it was really fun to build. We're just gonna build like small little fishing huts, I think. So we'll do like kind of like a long horizontal one here. Basically what we want to do is kind of like encircle, I think, the fishing area. So we'll do like a couple builds here and there. This could kind of be like the entryway into it. Just mark that off so we don't build there. And then, how much space do we want though? Actually, I might have to pull this forward a little bit further because this is going to be a lot of dock because we want the docks to come out as well, I think. Just a little bit. So maybe what we do is shears. Let's get rid of this quickly. Too premature on infinity scarves noted. You won't bring yours out of storage yet. Yeah, not yet. Give it like another 3 years and then we're there. Like, I think that's got to come out with like the shutter shades and stuff. We're not there yet. We're still in like the era of like, I would say the vibe is 50 Cent, it's your birthday. We gonna party like it's your birthday. We're not like heading into like the Pitbull era. You know what I mean? I feel like that's when infinity scarves and all that stuff started coming out. I feel like fashion at this point is in such a place where you can wear pretty much anything. Yes, people are just like low-key just like bringing back the most random stuff and making it work. I do agree with that. Scarves with hoods. Oh my gosh, I remember those. I remember those. Also, Rat, thank you so much for the stretch. Oh, does feel good. It's hard for me to pull together outfits, but I think younger people now think that what we wore back like 10, 15 years ago is vintage. Yeah, it kind of is vintage. I saw this tweet or something. It was a video of somebody posting a high school prom from like 2008. And I graduated in 2009 and people were like, this looks so old. Like all these people look like so like weird. And I was like, oh no, it's vintage now. Oops. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do 7. But yeah, all of that stuff is just coming back. It's just a matter of time. You know what I mean? It really is just a matter of time. I feel that though with it kind of feeling hard to like pull together outfits and stuff like that. I feel that's so hard. Like sometimes I just like feel like I'm like, yeah, I've got some like good fits, and then other times I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? I think a tower here with like maybe a build kind of like attached to it would be kind of cool. I'm just like kind of slowly hashing out some ideas for builds. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this one can be like too high, maybe. Should probably be a bit bigger too, actually. Sorry, I'm just like freestyling some stuff, chat. Basically in mouth breathing mode. Off to big boy job where I don't have to lift 1,300 pounds of stuff today. Only like 300. Oh my gosh. What the heck, Moon? Enjoy work. Hope it goes well. And we'll catch you later. Thank you so much for hanging out. Have fun at your big boy job. There we go. Another little spot like that. So far, this is what we've got for like a general plan. So pathway leads into here. We've got like kind of like I'd like this to be like 2-story house with like a tower here, small fishing hut here. Should probably do like, should we make them all like kind of connected too? Or is that weird? Maybe just like tiny alleyways in between. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need some that kind of go lengthwise this way instead of the other way. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go one more. On the note of fashion, though, please wear shutter shades and a big clock necklace next stream. I beg you. The clock necklaces, I forgot about those. Oh my gosh, chat. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. I actually completely forgot about those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, these will be like 2 houses attached to each other. A little alleyway. Let's like mark this off as another path. And then something to maybe like close it off. Is this too little of buildings, do you think? So we've got fishing hut thing right here. I could also add like a little bit of like shape and dimension to it as well. So it's got like even just like something like this. Hut thing here. Another one here, and then we could possibly close it off. It is a smaller little village, so we probably shouldn't stuff too many buildings here. And then we've got a 1 block gap between these builds. Maybe not a 1 block gap. I think this is good. So we have like 3 entry points. And then we go 1, 2, 3... Most of these we're probably not going to put anything in them, but... maybe do something like this. I think something like that is cute. So I think that's like an appropriate size for a dock area. I don't know if this is too much though. Is that going to be too much wood? You know what I mean? I can always move these ones forward a little bit. Because we want some of the dock like hanging off. I mean, I could always just remove some of this instead, but we did place it. Maybe moving stuff forward a little bit is the vibe. Yeah, we could put the fresh fish ponds actually in the center here, though. You're right, because they're going to have to take up room, right? Tiny alleyways for shady fisherman deals. I trade you a bass for a tilapia. Exactly. Is it bass or bass? Bass, right? Also, after your adult job, no worries, Stacks. Thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you later. Yeah, fish barrels and all that stuff. So I'm thinking like this is the one thing though is we're gonna be expanding the dock out a bit. So I'm like, maybe what I do is I put the dock in first, and if I'm like this is too much, then we'll kind of like pull back on it. You know what I mean? I think that's like a pretty good starter though, and then we can kind of like line this with like, I don't know, something else, like a nice pathway. Put another build somewhere in here, and then we're good to go. This is actually changing quite a bit. Been following you on YouTube for ages. I didn't realize you were on Twitch too. Oh, heck yeah. Vampire, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I hope you're doing well. We are working in our long-term stream world today. We're working on a fishing dock. Think I might pull these forward a little bit, chat, but I'm not going to worry about it just yet, because we are going to have to grab like a ton of spruce as well. I'm going to clean out one of these shulker boxes though. And we're going to do a little run for some materials, because we could probably use a bit of a refresh. Absolutely love your silent, cozy, long plays. You inspire me. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Glad you like them. Glad you like them. Alrighty. Let's... Ow! Organize some stuff. I should have left the wool over there. I'm just gonna leave it here for now. I'm never gonna remember it was there, by the way. So that probably wasn't a good idea. But let's drop off this coarse dirt, all of this stuff into our item sorter, and then the rest we'll sort manually. And then we'll take off, grab some spruce and all of that stuff, and then be good to go. Hot take, not a fan of spruce. Charlie, the exit, it's that way. Just kidding, you can stay, it's fine. Spruce? You don't like spruce? So what you're saying is you hate 95% of my build, son. It's okay. Not everybody has to be a fan of it. I don't have a microwave, right? No, I don't. I do not. We literally we were like gonna get a microwave when we moved, and then by the time we moved, I was like, I don't even want it on the counter at this point. You know what I mean? It just felt like a little bit silly, so we were just like, no. But sometimes I do wish I had one. But then I'm like, I've gone this long without one, I don't need it. Maybe I do need it, chat. Maybe I do. Let's put that away. Where is my sandstone? Yup. Oak stuff. Where we at, bro? There we go. And then we gotta put away some dyes right there. It's nighttime. I think my fave so far is you're building a farm in a modded series. It's fun. Gonna lurk for a while. It's lovely to meet you here on Twitch. Oh, thank you so much. Enjoy your lurk, and I appreciate you popping in. Charlie, you have a microwave now? Okay, what's the consensus, Charlie? Because if you were no microwave club for the longest time, then that means you understand where I'm coming from. What's the consensus? Is it something that I cannot live without, or do you think it's something that I should invest in? Playing Minecraft while watching the stream, would you happen to have any build palette suggestions? Ooh. Okay, before we go, let's take a little look-see. Listen, one that's like kind of low-key my favorite. This one. Ow. With like terracotta mossy roof, and then like maybe pair some mangrove in there, and then like birch and like mud kind of works. It's weird, but it works. Oops. Like, I like that. That's cool. I haven't really built anything in that style in a while, actually. Something like that would be sweet. Yeah, what's your go-to for wood then, Charlie, if you don't like spruce? Selfie Queen, welcome on in. How you doing? I use the microwave every day. I simply cannot live without it. Damn it. I was hoping you'd be like, yeah, it's all right. Like, it's nothing to, like, write home about. Oh, crap. Crap! So I kind of have to get one. Air fryer, microwave. The problem is, though, I feel like air fryers and microwaves, like, are kind of different. Like, would you use an air fryer in the same way a microwave, where you're like, I'm just gonna heat something up, like, real quick? Like a bowl of oatmeal. Like, can you do that in an air fryer? I don't think you can, like, toss a bowl of oatmeal in a microwave to heat it up, right? That's very specific, but I'm literally saying that because this morning I had oatmeal for breakfast, and then I was like, I had made it earlier in the morning and then ate it around, like, noon. And I was like, man, I sure wish this wasn't cold. I don't think I could toss that in an air fryer. It would just, like, be at the bottom like a scab. Love to incorporate some more mud into my builds. Me too. I don't use it often enough. Said earlier that I use birch or cherry wood. Okay, no, so fair. That's actually a good palette. What about dark oak then? For like beams and stuff though. Not oatmeal, but chicken nuggets in the air fryer is good. See, that's the thing with like the air fryers. Like, it's really good for heating up like dinners and stuff, but I'm like, if I need to heat up like something really random, like a bowl of oatmeal, what am I to do? I don't have a microwave, so I just heat leftovers on the stove. Same. Stove or oven, pretty much. The oven can take some time to heat up, but our oven's a lot better now than like our old one was, so now I'm like, it's okay. Please don't put oatmeal in an air fryer. I won't. I won't. Only because I don't have an air fryer to put it in. Mud bricks are my fave. Mud bricks and deep slate blocks are peak. Oh, deep slate. I love deep slate. Listen. I use it for like every build now. pretty much. I don't, like, I love using it for trims, especially if you do like a deep slate trim on the bottom and then like maybe like a deep slate chimney to like tie it in for the roof. But I'll always say I'm channeling my inner wax when I do that. My inner wax fraud. I love dark oak, cherry wood, and deep slate. Chef's kiss. Yes, that's a good combo. That's winning. There's something about deep slate and cherry wood that works so well together. I think it's just like the contrast of the two. It's just a vibe, you know? Such a vibe. Opinion on purpur. Listen, if I could obtain it easier, I would use it more. That's my opinion on it. It looks so cool. Same thing with like prismarine. I really wish I could more easily get prismarine because I'm not the type of person to go farm it. Because that's also one of my favorite blocks. I feel like purpur and also endstone is really cool. I have a microwave, but I don't use it as much, especially to heat up food. It makes it taste rubbery, honestly. Oven and air fryer on top. No, I get that. I totally get that. It does like have like a weird, it like kind of like anti-heats things. I don't know what it is. It's like the microwave's like, oh, you want this pizza pocket warmed up? Actually, I'm gonna warm up the plate instead. Like it's confused on what to warm. And I'm just like, how? I don't understand what you're doing. How have you not figured this out? You've been around for centuries. Centuries? I don't think the microwave's been around for centuries. Now I'm picturing in medieval times. They like, some guy, like a knight gets home from work. He's like, ah, and then he like grabs a baked potato and like throws it in a microwave. And it's like, beep. Stupid. Ah! I love dark oak as well, and when the pale oak came out, I was happy to have that contrast. I know we have wool or concrete, but pale oak is much easier to mass obtain. Also, the fact that, like, with concrete and stuff, you don't have stairs and, like, slabs, like, all those variants, too, right? Oh, what do you guys think about the new Minecraft features coming up? That's such a good shout. I completely forgot. Yeah, chat, what are you thinking? For those of you who don't know, what Mzam said, they're adding in like pig variants and stuff and falling leaves, wildflowers. So now like they call them like leaf litter. So now when you walk in a forest, there's going to be leaves on the ground, which is really cool. Very, very excited. Honestly, anything that's like a cottagecore type update. Yeah, I'm so here for it. Oh, we have a little family gathering over there. Yeah, I'm like totally here for it. I'm so excited. Listen, I love me anything that's like gonna improve the cottagecore aesthetic, you know? The cozy aesthetic. Minecraft's here for that, it seems. They're like, we got you, you know? I want cow variants now. Me too. I think like that, the fact that they're doing the pig variants like really just tells me that like variants for all animals are about to happen. I feel like cows almost might be the last one. That's going to be my prediction. Cows might be like the last one to get variants because the Minecraft cow is so iconic in a way, but I feel like it'll happen. If they're already doing that with another classic Minecraft animal, like why wouldn't they update the cow too? Like at that point it would just like look so out of place. You love the updates? I know, they're so cool. They're out now, right? Like I'm pretty sure you can play them. I haven't updated this world even to like the Pale Garden yet though. Leaf litter for the next autumn long play. You're so right. You're so right. Uh-oh. Ow! How did that even happen? Ow. If they don't add the Highland cow, I'll be so upset. I know. I love the Highland cow. I love it in all of the... I forget which mod pack I play that has it. Sheepy cow. Oh, what a viber, you know? It would be cool if the leaf litter matched the tree type, though. I'm hoping that means we get autumn trees someday. I know, that would be so sick. I wouldn't necessarily want, like, because there's been, like, a lot of debate about whether or not Minecraft should add seasons, and honestly, I don't think I'd like the changing of seasons. It would just be, like, too much. I would rather there just be, like, a fall biome, the same way that, like, there's, like a snow biome. You know what I mean? I feel like changing seasons would be like too jarring sometimes. Especially when you're trying to build like a specific little area out and then all of a sudden it's like winter and you're like, no, that's not what I wanted. Variants are coming in for sure, especially with the cat and dog variants. So glad they didn't stop there. I know, I agree. I totally agree. I think it's very exciting to see like where they go. Like the fact that they just dropped this, I was like, oh yeah, good stuff is coming. I have so many DoorDash bags on my floor. This is a problem. Oh no, Charlie. Oh no. Are you in the cycle of DoorDash? Once you get into like one of those like cycles, it's hard to stop. I swear. I need to stop with the trees. I know. I'm gonna take myself out again. It's happened once before. Don't say it can't happen again. Let's go. The current amount it generates is a bit excessive. I actually haven't seen it like myself yet. I've only seen screenshots. Is it a lot? That's something where I feel like if they get like enough community feedback, I feel like they would change that. They're pretty good about stuff like that where it's like people notice, they're like playing it, they're like it's just a little bit much and then they end up like dialing it back a bit. They're always really good with stuff like that. Feel like seasons would mess it up. Just give me a biome with the vibe. Agree. The cycle is breaking as we speak. I decided on pancakes because I can't find my waffle iron. Let's go. Yeah, we ordered, well, we didn't order last night. We picked up food last night. And then tonight we're like going to pick up groceries to make food tonight. You know what I mean? Because I was like, I don't want to order 2 nights in a row. Once I get into that habit, it's just so hard to break. Wee. The music's a bit loud. Oh, let me turn it down a little bit. How's that? More, less? So hard to balance sometimes, especially because like everybody's like headphones and stuff are a little bit different, so it's like hard to meet that like middle ground. That's good. Okay, perfect. We're vibing. Grab a little bit more spruce and then I think we'll be good to go. At least we could like start off with just redoing the whole area. I at least have the shapes for like the designs I want to do. I'm gonna move them forward a bit, but at least we have like the shapes and general idea for this like little fishing village, you know? So that's kind of the hardest part. Ah! Oh! Didn't expect to do that. All right, let's get out of here. Such a weird little spot of terrain on this map. Okay, we are home. You gotta walk for Christmas, but I have nowhere to store it because it's massive. Oh, that's the thing with like stuff like that though. That's sick. But I do agree. We're starting to run out of like kitchen space for like storing things because we have like a KitchenAid mixer and stuff like that. And it's just like such a pain to store, especially because it's so heavy. We have it like in a cupboard somewhere, but pulling it out is like just so difficult. It's giga, man. Like honestly. All right, so basically what we're gonna have to do is take away the stuff that I put down and then redo it. With this though, what are we thinking? I'm kind of thinking slabs here. Slabs along here, and then we like make offshoots of docks. So what we can do... My kitchen's so small but big at the same time. Is it like a big kitchen, but it's just like you don't have enough like cabinet space and stuff like that? Because that's super annoying. That's always the worst part if you have like an awkward kitchen. All right, I'm gonna do slabs here. Started making sourdough bread and it's opened up so many other things I need for my kitchen. I have to find the space. Yes, that's a thing. Like once you start like getting into like baking and just stuff like that, you're just like, great. Now I need like 100 more feet of space and cupboards and all that stuff. I totally feel that. That's like my reservation about literally like simply why I don't even want to get an air fryer and stuff like that, because I'm like, I'll just use the oven because it just takes up space. I think like for me, my problem is that like when we lived in the city, our space was so limited because obviously like you only have so much room in like small apartments. So we're in like a little bit of a bigger space now, but like we've just like gotten so used to conserving space that it just like, I think we're just like a little bit too annoying about it, I guess. We are kind of annoying about it, I can say it. That's a decent shape. As long as it's kind of like a square shape instead of circular, I think. If it just has like sharp edges, we're good to go. There's so much space, just not counter space. That is literally the worst. We had like decent cupboard space in our old apartment, but that was the same thing. We had like a counter that was like maybe that big to chop vegetables. And then we ended up having to get like a kitchen island, like a small one just for like extra prep space. Air fryer is cheaper because fraction of the time. That's true though. Air fryers save you a lot of time. It's basically the same function of an oven, but like literally cutting it in half. After many years of having a tiny kitchen, I decided that a decent-sized kitchen with lots of counter space is top 3 most important features of a place. Agree, Enzam. Totally agree. That was us when we moved. Like, one of our, like, priorities was, like, more kitchen space. We weren't willing to downsize a kitchen even further, but, like, if we had just a little bit more than what we, like, had in our current apartment at the time, we, like, that was, like, basically a win for us. Felt the exact same way. I could deal with even like a small bedroom and stuff like that. Totally fine, but like kitchen space is definitely something we had on our like priority list for sure when moving. Can't believe I'm removing all of this already. Classic me, you know? My sink is a standalone sink, which is weird in a kitchen. Wait, what? What do you mean? Where is it? Is it just like in a random spot? I'm so fine with a small bedroom. I have a queen though, so it's a little squishy, but it's cozy AF. That's the same with us, Charlie. We're like, we have a small room. And And like like our room at our last apartment was actually like kind of bigger for some reason, which is really weird because the apartment itself was smaller, but I don't really mind it. Like even our queen kind of fits awkwardly in the room, but I'm like, it is cozy, it's fine. Feel like for some reason the kitchen is always the place everyone ends up congregating when you have people over. Kitchen space is so nice. So true. So true. Like now that we have a bigger kitchen, that's exactly the case. Everyone just congregates there, which is super nice though. It's like easy to like serve people and stuff like that. I love our current kitchen so much. It's my favorite part of the house, I would say. And we genuinely spend so much more time up in the kitchen area now. Especially because, like, before when we were in our apartment, we didn't have a kitchen table because, like, there was literally nowhere to put one. And we couldn't eat at the island because we had to downgrade our island from our last apartment because it wouldn't fit in that one. So we had nowhere to eat but, like, our couch, which was, like, fine. Like, we still eat on the couch in this house, but having a kitchen table to eat at now is, like, kind of nice. I didn't really realize it's something I had missed from, like, I guess growing up, right? And it's like so much easier when we have like friends over too with our kitchen table and stuff. It is in the kitchen, but it's like offset to the side by the fridge with no counter. Okay, that's weird. That's like really weird kitchen design. What the heck? Huh? Our apartment, we have the equivalent of one Sims counter space. We bought a bar height table to leave all the kitchen stuff that would go on the counter, like the electric kettle and microwave that is on top of the fridge. Oh my gosh, are you us? That's exactly what we did in our old apartment too. The exact same setup. That is so funny. Yeah, we did the kitchen island method where it's like we bought the island partially to have more prep space, and then we also bought it so we could have like a little bit more storage as well. And that's where we like put our KitchenAid, mixer, and all that stuff. That's so funny. Same thing. Baby, welcome on in. How you doing? Oh, Charlie, you're gonna show me the kitchen. I need to see this. That literally looks like something I placed in The Sims. That is so weird. That looks like something I would have been like, oh no, I forgot to add this in. Let me add it in really quickly. It's really weird. Huh? It's like the architect forgot about the sink and added it in last minute. Literally, they're like, wait a second. Isn't there supposed to be something else in this kitchen? Like, there's some sort of functionality that we're missing here. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I hate having no counter space while doing dishes. Impossible. Impossible. It would actually drive me mad, honestly. Especially because, like, when I do dishes, like, I'm not like, oh, I'll do a couple and then leave the rest until everything else dries. I'm like doing like a mass amounts if I'm like washing and drying dishes. So I usually like spread everything out. That would drive me mad. You're now and forever gonna refer to it as a sim sink, honestly. So good. I have a stove cover and use that as my extra counter. I remember I used to do that as well, just like kind of like, because our stove was like just like a classic, like what is it, like the glass top stoves, just one of those like cheap ones, and we would just like extend the space to like dry dishes onto the stove because I was like, I have nowhere else to put this. We have a dish rack that goes inside the sink, but it wasn't enough, so we got kind of a mat to let the dishes dry on the counter. That's what we have. I still use the mat because we have a dishwasher now, and it rocks, but like there's some things that you can't put in there, and I use my drying mat like all the time. I used to have like a proper like drying rack when I didn't have a dishwasher, but the mat's great. I feel like cutting it off to about here and then having, or actually maybe here with the wood and then just bringing them forward a little bit more. I think this build might be fine where it is, but oops. What am I doing? Ah! Just gonna fill it in. Whatever, man. This feels like a Nick Miller versus Schmidt situation of kitchens. Wait, what? What do you mean? I've watched that show 1,000 times, but I forget that situation. Give me cookie, give you cookie. Give me cookie, give you cookie. I love that show. Am I due for a rewatch because I don't remember what you're talking about? Oh no. Dang, I guess I am. That's so unfortunate. My stove is so fancy, it's weird it has so many settings on it. Really? Ours has like one of those weird settings where it says pizza and it's like, what the hell do you mean? Like every pizza is different. Why? Like this pizza button isn't gonna help anybody. Like if I use the pizza function, how do you know what type of pizza I have? I could have a deep dish for all you know, and the settings can be entirely different. We have one of those ovens where it's like, it has the useless functions. Pizza. And oh yeah, there's also a lasagna button. What? Also, again, how do you know? The size of a lasagna is so dependent, you know? A dishwasher? Never heard of her. Honestly, dishwashers, another one of those things where I'm like, it's gone on the no compromise list, for sure. Our dishwasher doesn't fit in the space it's cut out for. It's too small and jostles. So to turn it on, you gotta like shove it with your hip and push it back. That is so funny. Ours was like, actually, wait. Okay, in our last apartment we were in, we did have a dishwasher, but it was apartment size. So it was like this, and you could fit like 5 dishes in it. That's why I ended up doing dishes half the time in that apartment. I was like, something's off about this story. First apartment, no dishwasher. Second apartment, yes, but it was just like, it was a micro dishwasher, but like it didn't fit in the space properly either. And they would like, I don't know, they like stuffed like the insulation part in it and the insulation was like hanging out. It was so janky. That thing was not great. With the pizza setting, you expect to put in a sandwich and it comes out a pizza. Could you imagine? That would be so cool. That reminds me of like in the movie Spy Kids when they like put like that weird box in it and then like McDonald's comes out. I remember as a kid I was like, I want that. That's so cool. All right, I think that's a good amount of space to start off with. Let me just fix up this area. That safe house was my dream house. Me too. It was so cool. Why is that movie so cool? Like, I thought those kids were like the coolest kids ever. I was like, I aspire to be like that one day. I love that Spy Kids scene. See, we all know what I'm talking about here, and I love it. That makes me so happy. So classic, honestly. Actually, let me pick all of this up. Sorry for yapping. What? No, don't be sorry. That's what we're all doing here. Also, your pancakes are almost done. Let's go. We love yapping, Charlie. That's the whole point of these streams. I feel like for like usually most of the week, like if I don't see you guys between Tuesday and Thursday, and that's when I'm like making videos and I'm yapping, but I'm yapping to myself. So on Friday, I'm always like, I have things to say to you all, you know? I've been thinking a lot and I have things to say. It's nice. Oh yeah, the wool. That's what I need. Spy Kids was ahead of its time. So true. So true. It really was. That movie, I watched that movie like countless times. That and School of Rock. I could watch that actually, School of Rock. How far should we bring this up? Ooh, quite far. I think we have 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we do this. It's the School of Rock. I feel like that's a more acceptable space. What do you think, chat? And then we have docks going a bit further. Yeah, that makes more sense, I think. Love Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy. Okay, I actually haven't seen that film. We did put it on this Halloween. But I wasn't paying attention because I was pumpkin carving. But I do want to watch it. Because a lot of people I know, like, they talk about it and they're like, that's literally one of my favorite films. So I really do want to watch it. Yeah, School of Rock is just like such a classic. That's definitely a comfort movie for me. I could rewatch it like countless times. It never gets old. You're not gonna get in trouble. I'm hungry. You, turkey sub. It's just like so quotable. I need more shears. I know I have them at the base, actually. I should probably deplete the stock. I need to watch Haunted Mansion. I do. I really do. I think next Halloween I'm going to. I'm not a movie gal anymore. It's sad. I think I go through phases, Charlie. Like, sometimes I'm kind of like TV only, and then other times I like really get stuck on watching like a bunch of movies, and then I'm like, I don't want to watch any shows. Currently I'm in my movie phase, and that's why I'm like so behind on so many of the shows that have come out recently, because I'm just like binging movies instead. Oh, Henry, welcome on in. How you doing? You know what old movie really messes me up? Where the red fern grows. I don't think I've heard of that one. Is it really sad though? It sounds like one of those movies from like the 90s that are like animal movies and they're like really sad. Kind of like, what is it, Watership Down and all of those? I'm in my nothing phase. Sometimes nothing interests me, so I turn on cozy ambiance and read. Wow. Yup. I feel that too. Oh my gosh. That is like, wow. So true. It's so funny because like, I feel like, I don't know, it's just so valid. Sometimes I don't want to listen to anything. I truly don't, you know? And I think that's okay. I'm the same though. Like I remember like driving home from work a lot too. Like some days I just like wouldn't want to listen to anything because I'd be in like such like a loud environment all day. So I'd just drive home in silence. And it would like make me feel like I guess like a little bit guilty where I was like, I should be using this time to like listen to music. And I'm like, oh, I don't even want to do that. Like no music, no podcast, nothing. Just straight up, just like nothing. I want to watch Fern Gully. Ooh, that's a classic. That's a good one. I haven't watched that in years. Seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want 9 instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I gotta draw the line there. Sorry, math is not my strong suit, as many of you know. Same with talking today. I think that's good. Get rid of this. Da-da-da. Oops. Leave that there for a hot second. Hold on. Went outside for a couple hours yesterday and just vibed to nature and neighborhood sounds. I feel like that is like equally good for you as like vibing with like music or a podcast. You know what I mean? I feel like it's also like really important to just like kind of like chill out and like just listen to stuff around you. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like it sounds like this sounds so like I guess like cheesy and stuff, but I feel like sometimes I'm just like putting too much into my brain at once, and sometimes to like kind of just like think and oh my gosh, I can't even think of the word right now. I put too much stuff in my brain this week. Decompartmentalize. I think that's the word. I don't remember. Anyway, to compartmentalize, I think is the word I'm looking for. But sometimes you just got to do that and you got to listen to stuff. Like I missed my morning walk and I think that's why my brain is scrambled today. Cause my morning walks like help like clear my head so much. Usually I listen to my audiobook, but sometimes it's straight up nothing. 3, 4. Oops. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, perfect. Might have to switch this one up a little bit now because we have this one here. Although it's not super bad. I might bring this one back a bit though. About to demolish these pancakes. I love pancakes. I got really into them the last time I was in California. I'm gonna bring this one back actually. I don't know if I have ADHD or what, but same drift. I get so overwhelmed at work and I just drive in silence. I sit in the driveway for 15 minutes because I just need silence. Sometimes I just don't want to listen to humans speaking. It's such a weird feeling to be uninterested in nothing but needing mental stimulation. I went on a walk with my dog and listened to a playlist called Dark Fantasy Realms on Spotify. Yes! I feel like it's like almost like in the same way that like, I know it's not exactly the same, but I feel like it's like similar to how like people meditate. It's like to kind of like get into like, I don't know, just like the rhythm of your mind and stuff like that. And it helps you kind of just like organize thoughts and stuff like that. I feel like it's kind of related also to how like, I don't know, if you like have, I guess like an issue or something, sleeping for the night always helps you. And like in the morning for some reason, like you can logically like pick apart whatever it was in your brain. I think it's kind of similar to that, to be honest. Or it feels like that anyway. All right, I think that's much better. Yeah. Because if you're just constantly shoving like a bunch of like stuff into your mind to think about, eventually like your mind's like, hold on a second, I gotta do something with the information you've already given me, and you're not giving me a chance. So I think it's kind of good to like have those moments where you just like sit and just like chill, because you're, whether you realize it or not, I think your brain's kind of like working through all of that information. And I think it's good for you. Me and Pori are eating beef stew. The child did not like, so she has cheese and jam sandwich. That sounds good too. I feel that. I feel that. But that beef stew sounds delicious. Perfect for winter. I get like that I'm super introverted and get overstimulated and exhausted in a loud work environment. Yeah, it can be rough. When there's like, I don't know, just like you're constantly around people and like even just like the noises of your work. Like if you work around like cash registers, those are constantly going off. You've got like just like so many random things that you don't even realize and they're just like rattling around. Definitely think it's good to just like, just sit in silence for a while. There ain't nothing wrong with it. It's called recentering your chi. Oh, interesting. Yeah, sometimes you see this little brain. Sometimes too much go on in that brain, but brain not big enough. See, my brain only so big. Only so big. So sometimes I've got to filter out some of the stuff before I can put new stuff in there. Kitchen jobs are the worst. Dishes breaking, people yelling for food, random conversations. Oh, I bet. I feel like that would be so overstimulating. Besties love hanging out after work, and I'm like, how are you even aware of the world at this point of the day? So true. Yeah. Sometimes after work, I'm just like a zombie. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Yeah. So, I think what I'm gonna do, I need some cobble. We're gonna organize this and bring over some of like our cobble and stuff like that. I need 2 shulker boxes though. I'm gonna clean up this dirt one because we don't really need it anymore. I'm gonna organize a spruce one and a cobble one. I shower in the dark and in silence, never turn on the big light. Yes. Okay, you know what we did recently? Because in our old apartment, we used to have a pot light in our shower, and it was the best because you could turn off the big light and have the pot light. Don't have that in this one, and we've missed it so much. So we got this like weird shower light on Amazon and like put up like a vinyl or whatever like shelf to have it on. So then we can have like mood lighting in the shower. So no more big light. It's so good. I totally agree with you though on big light. Too much. Sometimes big light too much. Do-do-do. Just a little bit more dirt. Probably not gonna wait for that. I'll probably just manually store it myself, but that's okay. Blue Jay, welcome on in. How you doing? Hope you're having a good Friday. Dun, 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 dun. So we've got an empty shulker box for stone. Let's reorganize our spruce a little bit because that's probably going to be our main pallet, of course, for a little fishing village. Should we do copper? No, the copper would be too... Wait a second. Hold on. Let's see. Is the copper too much for like the pallet we've got? Yeah. If anything, I think I would still incorporate the brick. Brick or honestly maybe some oak instead. Because I want it to look like a rundown fishing village. Copper on like a roof for a fishing hut looks amazing. But I think it would just be too distracting. So I've got it there. One day I would love to do like a full fishing village like that, but not today. You've got a broccoli salad? I'm so jealous. Oh, no bed in here. I'm gonna be making broccoli tonight. We're making salmon, mashed potatoes, and broccoli for like a nice meal tonight. I'm very excited. It's been a good day so far. It's snowing so much here in eastern Tennessee. So it's a relaxing, cozy snow day for me. Yo, love a good snow day. I wish we had some snow right now. Was watching the last VOD on YouTube when I realized it's Friday and you might actually be live. Yo, thank you so much for coming over to Twitch. I hope you're having a good one. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Bruh. Do, 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 do. Mossy cobble. We don't really have much. Might have to go get some. You know what we really need in this world? Moss farm. I do not have one, and I really could use one, honestly. We're gonna have to build one eventually. You need a skelly spawner for it? No, you don't. You just need... What do you even need for it? I don't remember. Because you do need bone meal, right? I built it in the guild and I was like, oh, I need a skeleton spawner, but I didn't build it with one. Roasted broccoli, yeah, roasted with like olive oil, tons of salt, and like garlic. So good. Weathered wood would be so cool for building a distressed structure. I wish Mojang would make that a thing. That would be so cool. I would love that. And then like, if you ever wanted it to look pristine, you could like strip it and then like oil it or something. You know what I mean? It's a weird lava redstone one, right? Yes. I think it like bone meals the stone into moss and then it like pistons it and like breaks it all apart. But I think you just have to have bone meal to fuel it. Oh, I think the one that I made, the reason why I didn't need like a constant supply of bone meal was because it ate up like the bone meal or something. It would like make it and then eat up the bone meal it made. But you can also do farms that don't do that. Roasted broccoli is so delicious. Oh, it's the best. I love it. There's just something about it, you know? What playlist is the background? It's one of my personal playlists. I would share it with you all if I could, but it's my personal Spotify. I need to get like a drifty Spotify so I can like share this stuff with you. The band playing right now is hers. Yeah, broccoli's like a staple in our house for sure. Also, weirdly enough, like peas, cooked peas with like lots of butter and salt. Yeah, one day, chat. One day I'll get my my drifty Spotify set up so I can just actually like share this stuff with you all. That would be fun. And also, that way it stops wrecking my Spotify Wrapped. I had Bardcore in my Spotify Wrapped this year, bro. Like, what the heck? That was so funny. I was like, no! I think I was like sharing it with my friends and they were like, what is that? And I was like, listen, I was playing Tavern Manager Simulator, okay? We had to have the vibes. Bro, get this out of here. I use campfires to get that distressed look. We have to have a wood block that that just looked that way to be useful. Like maybe we could take wood and combine it with magma blocks to make it look worn and weathered. Yeah, that would be sick. Or even like having like mossy bits grow on it or something like that. I don't know. Something would be cool. You have Bardcore on yours too? It actually just like kind of slaps, you know? One of my friends asked me what it was because she was like, what the hell is that? And then I told her and she was like, why is that kind of swag though? And I was like, yeah, it is.
There once was a girl named Drift.
Here we go.
Whose talent was truly a gift. Her farts were so high-pitched and clear that only the dogs could hear. With every toot, they'd come in a pack, from poodles to mutts, no one held back. She spoke to the beasts in her gaseous way, Dr. Doolittle of farts, saving the day.
Bro, you know what? Blockdown, first of all, I've really gotta I've gotta like give you props because every time you do one of these, they're actually different. For a second I was like, oh, he's just copying and pasting the last one he did, but they're different every single time, and I've gotta commend that. And also referencing Dr. Dolittle. What is this? 2004? Homie. Thank you for the 24 months. Oh, I'm obsessed. Amazing. Hope you're doing well, dude. It's so nice to see ya. Are you using the new shaders here yet? You mentioned those last stream. I am not. I'm still using them in this world. I need to update them because I was using them in a different world for something that I'm working on this week for 100 days. They do look pretty dope though. I need to stop using these ones though because the grass shadows are like messed up on them too. And we don't even have clouds anymore.
Hello from Mexico.
BB, thank you so much for subbing with Prime. I really appreciate it. For the 2 months, let's go. Big swags. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a great day, and I really appreciate that. Alright, we're getting quite a bit of this mossy cobble. We might need a little bit of andesite, too. Just to break things up a bit. I didn't have that much. We have... Do I have more in here? Oh, like 2 stacks. We'll keep gathering a bit more. Kind of going through like a little bit of a gathering day, which is nice. It's chill. Blockdown's a true poet. You should be so lucky to receive a one-of-a-kind poem. I know. I am so lucky. He's so gifted. So gifted. Also, chat, I am so excited again for our hardcore stream. We made like so much progress in the last time we played. And if anybody's watching, they don't know what that stream is. We are streaming it on, we're doing like YouTube streams where I try to beat hardcore because I've like actually never done that by myself. So like the whole purpose of the world is to like literally beat the game and then just dip. We've gotten pretty far. We got all of the eyes of Ender that we need. We found a fortress and we're like kind of slaying. I don't want to like get too confident because I'm like scared of dying in that world now because we've gotten so far. I'd be a bit devastated. Because the rule is if I die, I start over. We're on world 2 right now. But if you want to check it out, I have VODs. Do ! YouTube and sub to my main channel. That's where you'll find the VODs. Have you heard of the game Supermarket Together? Have I? Have I heard of the game Supermarket Together? Let me tell you a story. The story of me and Big Tiny Duck playing Supermarket together for 8 hours in one day. And we both took it so seriously because my former job was literally working at a supermarket like for a very long time. So like I was very intense about it. And also BTD worked retail as well. And we both were so intense about that game. It's not even funny. Like, so intense. We would like the way that we both ordered stock and like worked like the cash till and stuff. It wasn't even like a game. It was work. We were clocking in. You know what I mean? We clocked in for those shifts. It's a great game though. We haven't played in a while. Probably because we were like, we need to stop doing this for a while, but it was so fun. I want to play it again. It's so funny because we actually thought about streaming it together and just like surprising you all, but then like we ended up playing it one day because we were just like, oh, well, I'm bored. Let's play a game. And I'm kind of glad we didn't because we take it too seriously. I feel like you all would have been like, ew, can you stop? Watching your 100 days on Skyblock. Skyblock, are you doing another series like that? I'm not doing Skyblock, a Skyblock series, but I am working on 100 days right now. I did originally tell you all I was doing one thing for my 100 days, and now I'm doing something else. And now I'm kind of like determined not to spoil what exactly it is, unless I already have, maybe. But I am doing 100 days. I'm very, very excited. It's been fun. This is my first time watching a stream. Love your videos so much. Oh, thank you so much for coming into stream. I really appreciate it. Hope you're having a good one. Me and my spouse clock in for our 5 to 9 after our 9 to 5 every day for the past 2 weeks on Supermarket together, so you are not the only one. Or you are not the only one. I am not the only one. I'm not the only one who does this. That makes me so happy that people equally take it as seriously as we do. Like, it's a problem. I genuinely don't think it's like, it would be fun for you guys to watch us play because we're weird about it. First time seeing you on cam, love your vids so much. Nice to finally see your face too. Oh, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good one. There's something about that game that's like, it's actually like almost kind of realistic to what it's like to work retail. That it like, I think it ignites something in retail workers. And like makes you take it too seriously, you know? Because that's how we felt when we played it. I was like, this like hits like too close to home, I guess. It's weird. I never felt that way when I was like playing like most of those sim games, but Supermarket together, for some reason, it really has that vibe. I don't know what it is. All right, let's drop this stuff down. Let's do mossy cobble, andesite and cobble. And then barrels. You too, let's go. High five. High five. All right, let's start filling in some of these houses. Such a limp high five. Yeah, hold on. Is that better? Why did that make you cackle? I don't know. I feel like because it's like I should have made that high five so earnest, but I didn't. Like it was just so weak. Why was it so weak? Do-do-do. Ba-bum-bum. All right, let's remove all of this wool. We don't need it anymore. We'll go 3 high. I want most of these like homes or whatever huts to be like 2 stories high. But I don't think I want them to be like super tall, if that makes sense. Okay. Oh, hello? Hello? What you doing here? You listen to Alex G? I actually haven't listened to Alex G in like a long time. I used to listen to more of his music. But it is good. That like literally just reminded me. I was like, you know what? I should put that in the playlist. Bro, get out of here. Stop it. Get out. Have not listened in a hot minute. I'm like, should I add that to the running playlist? I think I should. Who knows? It might actually be in here, but we're gonna add it. No, I don't have any of it. Like, not even like the popular songs in the playlist. We'll add them though. Just adding like a bunch of like random stuff, chat. Sweet. What just happened there? What was that noise? Huh? Hello? The hell was that? You okay, dude? You good? I wish the that Mojang would make the Wandering Trader better. Same. Literally, they leave me no choice but to kill him. I feel bad saying that, but like literally, he's just like right now. I'm like, dude, we're vibing here. You're talking too much. Only we're allowed to yap here, okay? I know. I'm sorry. But this is a yapping space for me and chat. Not you guys, okay? Capiche? That we had no choice, chat. No choice. Goodbye. Where's my scaffolding? Where did I put that? Ah, there it is. Alright. Let's keep building this up. I always kill the dude's llamas, same. I feel bad, but like, they just start like spitting at you and stuff. I think I've kept like maybe a couple in this world, but for the most part, I'm just like, you gotta go too, you know? I do feel a little bit bad, because they really haven't done anything wrong. I feel like they're kind of just like, I feel like they think the Wandering Trader is kind of low-key annoying too, but they're just like, man, we have to like hang out with this dude, like this sucks. But they start spitting at me. Like, what am I to do? I can't just have them standing there spitting at me for like the rest of the game. It's annoying. Do you know any cozy Minecrafters or YouTubers that started after the COVID boom and still made it? I don't know if I'm biased, but I see a lot of channels that are kind of big now that all started at the same time. I need to like think about that for a second. Because like my circle of friends, like I think we all started around the same time. I need to think about it for a second. Cause like YouTube, like streamers, now I'm trying to think, cause there are some people where I'm like, maybe, but I feel like maybe they also started during that time as well. I'll have to think about that. I will come back. I've kept them before and used them for storage, but I don't really do that anymore. Yeah, I kept them, and actually we do have a couple in this world. Let me show you. We like literally we use them to test the different types of like rugs you can put on them because it's kind of sweet. But other than that, like we have no reason to keep them. Like I like this. I like that you can decorate them. So like I keep them around literally just for that. Turn down the friendly creature sounds because I have so many animals. Honestly, so fair. Yeah, there's this one. Ignore the name. Like, you can put, like, cool little, like, designs on them, but other than that, I don't really keep them around. He can be obnoxious, too. It's pretty cool that all the villagers are gone, too. I built out so many villages, and the noises, get out of control. So true. I think these ones, honestly, just ended up getting got. Unfortunately. I mean, not unfortunately, because it's actually kind of good for us. But I'm pretty sure they got because I would just stay awake all the time. And I think eventually like zombies and like mobs and stuff like got to them. Especially because we have been in this world for so long. It was bound to happen. Like, I agree though. I think if we were restoring this village with villagers in it, I'd be like, oh my gosh, stop. Do I want 4 high? I think I want 3 high on this one too. Yeah. Oops. There we go. Cut that down. Like I said, we want these, like, village houses to be, like, big, but, like, not too big. Might make that one too high. I don't know. I had this one village with a ginormous farm and got so tired of it, haven't touched the world in years. So fair. So fair. We know the drill. I'm about to make a drink. Place your drink orders below. Okay, can I have a... I will have one Diet Coke with a little, like, bit of, like, jar sauce, like bolognese, like, pasta sauce that you would get from a store. Like, think, like, ragu. And then, like, a pinch of olive oil. That's mine, please. Did I use all my barrels? I think I did. Drift WTF. Listen. just trying to bother you all. I was gonna say don't knock it till you try it, but I don't want any of you to try that. That sounds so terrible. Even if it is a joke, I would never make any of you, like, convince any of you to try that. That sounds awful. I just want to get a pinch of olive oil. I don't know. Figure it out. It's not my job. It's Pori's. Hey, I'm not the one making the drinks here. I just put in the order. Now get to work. Oh, geez. Speaking of drinks, I do need a little sippy of water. Oh, gotta stretch too. Yeah, I'll also have my usual ranch shot with a little espresso. Those are two separate things, by the way. Mojang, hand up your DMs, asked you for your input on what you would change to vanilla. What would be the one thing to change? What one thing would you want to see changed? That's actually, like, a really tough question. Let me think for a second. You know what? No. I know my answer. It's so simple for me, chat. I know my answer. And my answer, literally all I want is a woodcutter the way in which we have a stone cutter. That's all I want. I just, like, I'm excited to see what they do for, like, any types of updates and stuff. So I'm not, like, too picky about, like, any gameplay mechanics and just things like that, because I'm, like, happy with the way that the game is. The only thing I wish we had was, like, a stone cutter, because I wish that we could just, or sorry, a wood cutter, because I want to be able to cut up, like, was it trapdoors and stuff the way you can with slabs. That's it. And free cam on vanilla. Actually, that's actually a really good point. So I would maybe also argue, Charlie, that's such a good point. Like, anything that I use, like, mods that, like, improve quality of life, something like that too. Such a good point. I didn't even think about that. And maybe even being able to, like, reconfigure your F3 screen without mods. Stuff like that, I would definitely say. Vertical slabs. See, I kind of go back and forth on this one, because I'm like, would vertical slabs create almost, like, too much possibility? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I really do go back and forth a lot on that one. Where I think vertical slabs could be cool, but also I'm like, does it give you, like, sometimes I'm like, does it give you too many options then? I don't know. Woodcutter would be sick, though. All right. We've got our first fishing hut thing right here. I feel like that's probably like a decent size. I'm not doing too much with these, right? I mean, I feel like the small fishing hut could be here. This is like one of like the buildings for something. I don't know. It still kind of fits within the theme of what we've got going on, right? Just as long as I'm not straying too far from like all of this stuff. I don't think so. No. I think we're good. I think I'm overthinking things. That's it. I would want to add like actual furniture in vanilla. See, if we were to add actual furniture, I would argue that like that's like another thing that could cause there to be like too many options, but I think there are some things that you could add that still look vanilla. Whenever I think about like adding in, you know, like extra chairs and stuff, there's some mods, I forget which ones they are, but they add like cute little like stools and things instead of like really ornate chairs. So I think like little things like that would be really cool to see. And even the crafting recipes of those ones in the mod packs like look very, or sorry, they feel very like authentic for some reason. I think because they're so simple. Think it's looking swag? Okay, let's go. We're sending it then. We're sending it. I'd like to get mini blocks from the Wandering Trader. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I've played on like SMPs with that mod before and I'm like, that's fun. Because that's another thing where it's like, it doesn't take away too much from vanilla. And I think like it adds like just enough fun. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I feel like Mojang's in like a really weird position where it's like, they have to be careful in a way because you kind of want the base game to feel like the base game, but also like, there are some things that you are going to have to modernize. I mean, like, the game's, like, what? Over, like, 15 years old now? That's wild. So, like, eventually you do have to, like, modernize some things. But I feel like it is, like kind of, like, a tricky situation they're in where they have to, like, balance modernizing it without making it feel too distant from what it is. It's very tricky. Gosh, I gotta go blow my nose. I need slabs. All right, what are we thinking for rooftops for these builds? Because what I was thinking was like, I don't really want to stray too far from the design of this, but at the same time, I think a fishing village might be its own vibe. I don't think necessarily brick is the solution. I'm almost thinking oak or just straight up like spruce all the way through. We'll have to test it out, but... Ooh, bamboo. Bamboo could work, but also the thing that I'm like debating with bamboo is that it's such a nice block and it's so contrasty that it would contrast too much against this and then become the focal point of its own village. You know what I mean? I do want to build a village with bamboo blocks though. So I'm kind of thinking like keep this one like a little bit more muted than the main village because it's kind of like an offshoot of it. That's kind of why I vetoed copper as well. You know? Let me go get some oak so we can see what that looks like. Because the spruce might be a little bit too plain. We might just need like a little pop of something, and oak could maybe be the thing that ties it together without kind of like taking away from like the brick village. You know what I mean? We could also do like stripes of spruce to go with the oak. Like that. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, jungle too. Birch, yep. I wonder what jungle would look like, because it does have like a reddish tint to it that could complement the brick, you know? This screams fishing village to me though. But I just want to see, you know what? Because oak kind of looks dusty. It looks a little bit like dank, you know? Jungle might be a vibe though. Oh, didn't make it. Felicia, welcome on in. How you doing? Do I have jungle wood? Let's see. Yeah, jungle wood looks, it does look like weird. It looks like moldy or something sometimes. Because it does have that like pink hue to it, which actually could complement our village though. So that is something to consider, I think. Ooh, mangrove too. That's true. The one thing with mangrove is we all know I hate chopping it. I'm just gonna put the, oops. I need to make stairs first. I'm gonna put the jungle on the other side, or maybe do it. No, I'll do it on the same side so we can compare. So in the grand scheme of this village, chat, I think these are the two options. And these are my reasonings. This kind of screams like old school Minecraft village, so it's like an homage to that. Whereas the jungle wood kind of fits with the brick, right? So I think those are our two options. And I don't think either is wrong. You know? I've prepared the kitchen to do dishes after D&D. I am proud of that so far. Let's go! Also, D&D is so fun. I love D&D. I don't know, which one are we feeling? Because it does complement the brick. I'm kind of leaning more towards like the salmony-ness of the jungle wood, because then it's like, it feels like a pale version of like the palette we have here, you know? Jungle? Yeah, I'm vibing with jungle. I'm gonna have to go get more, but that's okay. Yeah, it would be like kind of like, yeah, it would be like almost like, yeah, like mildewy because it's like a fishing village by the water. Exactly. I'm kind of getting that vibe too. I think that's it, chat. I think we figured it out. Gonna have to go get some jungle with them. Yeah, chat, that's it. And look at that, like, putting those two together, it kind of fits the vibe. It's like a little, it's just like a desaturated like version of the brick. That's it, chat. We figured it out. That's cool. Very much into that. We're gonna need more jungle wood though. Gonna have to go gather some up, I think. Girl. There we go. I love jungle with spruce, underrated. I don't use it enough. Honestly, like that's nice. You can't go wrong with that. I wish vines could be added to the ground, same. And I wish, can you shear vines yet or no? That's not a thing, right? I've kind of like gone away from using vines in my build because they just like kind of low-key overtake everything. You just don't like have good control over them, I find. We'll finish this off, and then we'll go get some more jungle wood. I don't use jungle enough, neither do I. Somebody else mentioned bamboo as well, and that's one of those blocks where I like never use it, but when I see people use it, I'm like, oh, it looks so good. But I just like low-key forget it exists. It's so annoying. I hate that I do that because I'm like, yeah, I would build like an entire village with like bamboo roofs, you know? Yes. Oops. Vibes. Pure vibes, chat. Put some of that there. And then gotta get rid of this stuff. What's in here? Should probably clean this up. Use it for jungle wood, because we gotta go get some. Another wood type that you forget about is mangrove. Absolutely. Honestly, it's less that I like forget about it and more so the fact that like I hate collecting mangrove, so I like don't bother getting it. It's so nice though. I just like wish it wasn't such a pain to grab. It's brutal. Jungle themed village where they live in very tall trees. Oh, that would be sick. I really do need to learn how to build like stuff within trees, like tree houses and stuff. That's definitely like a huge weakness I have in this game. Mangrove is gorgeous, but it's awful to get. I agree. It's just such a pain. I'm like, it's not even worth it, it feels like. Let's put this stuff away, and then we got seeds, flowers, leaves. We'll need those eventually, but not now. Sand goes in the other area. Bricks can go over here. Spruce will keep aside, actually. Bruh, we'll need lots of that. Bricks. There we go. It becomes worth it after you see the beautiful thing you made with it. That took 87 Minecraft days because it's mangrove wood. So true. It's so funny. Even with like good tools though, like I'm always like, it'll be different this time because I have like really good tools to like grab it. And I'm like 2 seconds in, I'm like, I hate this. I hate this. Around. Currently trying to build a big custom tree for my enchanting setup and the leaves are so hard to get right. Yes, because like the general rule with trees, and I totally understand it, I get it, where you're just like, where it's like leave space and air. And I'm like, okay, got it. And then I do it and then it looks like really weird. And then I add more leaves. And then by the time I'm done, it just looks like I built like a giant oak tree, like a Minecraft oak tree. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, how did I even get here? So bad. Favorite Minecraft YouTuber? Ooh, I've got quite a few, honestly. I mean, honestly, all of my friends. All of my friends, I love everything that they do. Got like Sunny Sev, Brooke, Froggy, Blockdown, Maggie, all of them. Big people I was inspired by on YouTube. Definitely Good Times with Scar. I love his builds so much. I watched so much of his Hermitcraft, like season 6, I think? And it was like when him and Grian were in like a jungle area or something. He built up like a really cool like jungle forest. Oh, so good. So classic. Gemini Tay, Canadian legend. What's up? So good. And all her stuff, like literally like so cozy. Her and Lizzie like really inspired me with like their build styles and also just like styles of videos and stuff like that. Hella inspired by them. Who else? I mean, of course, Smallish Beans too. Add that to the list. So many like really talented YouTubers, honestly. Love Gem and Scar, honestly. So good. Scar's just like so talented at like using blocks in like a way that you wouldn't expect. He's like, here, I made like I don't even know. It's like, even the way he designs like, let's say like a restaurant. And I'm like, I've never thought to use the blocks this way. Like, how do you think of that? Season 7 is the one where he does that. I honestly want to go back and watch it. I'm kind of due for a rewatch. I loved Gem's last season of Hermitcraft. Like her like castle base was like incredible. Really love that one, but I love what she's doing this season with like how it's like inspired by like that game Dredge or whatever. It made me want to try that game. But the whole like kind of like it's like a very like moody like fishing village type thing that she's doing, and I'm like, that is so cool. I love it. Still playing Minecraft for 14 years of my life, but they still haven't added more chests. That depends on the wood type. I wish we had that. I'm literally playing with like a mod that does that right now, and it's so cool. Same with barrels. Been watching so much Lizzie the past few days. I watched, what's the last series they all did together? Not the Impossible. Except her Minecraft Impossible series is hilarious. I mean, like, literally Lizzie reacting to anything chaotic always sends me. Like, her reactions literally make me laugh so hard. She's just so funny and, like, quick-witted, I would say. But what was the last... Is it not, like, Last Life, but, like, whatever it was. Her last series, season of that was so good. My daughter and I were watching the Guild SMP the other day, and now we yell "get beefed" at my boyfriend all the time. I love that. That makes me so happy. I'm so happy that the "get beefed" meme still persists, because it was so random. I don't even know how, like, that... I don't even know how we came up with that. And it's just, like, I'm so happy that, like, that stuck around, because it's so silly. Wildlife, that's what it is. Yes, wildlife. Thank you. I need to catch up on what Scar's been working on this season, and same with B-dubs. I have a lot of like YouTube to catch up on, and those are two things I need to, make sure I go check out again. Yippee! It's been a while since I've had to collect like a bunch of jungle wood. We need Get Beefed merch, honestly, we really do. Such a classic. That's like something where I'm like, I would revive that joke if it made sense, you know what I mean? I'm like, is that joke everlasting? Can we bring it back somewhere, or do we let it die? That's the thing. Let's go. Let's go. Never letting it die. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, well, honestly, even if we let it die, it doesn't even matter. Me and Maggie will just come up with some other weird bit, as we always do. Our brains together, I'm like, just watch out, chat. It's just not good. It's great. Yeah, the Hermitcraft crew are just like absolutely wild. I mean, like, was it last year with like Tango's game that he made? It looked so fun. I think I ended up watching people do runs of that game. Like, I would just straight up watch like the videos they posted that were like 3 hours long, and I couldn't stop watching them because it was so cool. That was like such a cool thing to build. Oh, you missed the guild. I know. The guild was so fun. I was actually devastated when I died. Like, it rocked me, chat. I didn't know what to do after when I died. I was like low-key kind of lost on like, what do I do with my content? Like, what do I delve into next? I was so sad, especially because like a lot of our streams kind of like started revolving around the guild. Because we were just having so much fun. We would just go on. People would like pop in, say hi. We were like OP at diamond mining in that server for some reason. I had like the most luck I've ever had. And it's just, when I lost that, I was like devastated. I was like, I can't believe this. It was brutal. Oh, pandas. How can you tell what type of panda it is? Do you like feed them and then it's like, oh, that's a grumpy panda. Let's feed them something. My kiddo likes to play Minecraft and pretend she's doing tasks on the guild. Stop, that is so sweet. I love that. All right, let's see. Hi. Oops, I meant to give that to you. There you go. I threw... Oh wait, do I just give it to you like that? I thought I threw it at them, but maybe not. How can I tell what type of panda you are? You just look like panda to me. Chat, what type of panda is this? I don't understand what type of panda that is. So weird. They are adorable though. I know Red one time did like a challenge where she had to collect all the pandas, and I think it took her so long. Because they're like, some of them are actually like quite rare to get. I didn't even realize there was different pandas until like some of them started doing those challenges, and I was like, what are you talking about? The pandas are different. And they're like, yeah. Like, there's like some that are like sleepy and grumpy and stuff like that. Think it was just normal? Aw, dang. I think the most we've ever done with like collecting animals is all the cats. For our cat village. I'm pretty sure we have every single type now. We have every single type, and then we have any calico cat is named after one of Ruth's nicknames. That's the rule. And it's been that way forever, and we are never changing it, because it's so funny. The panda that rolls cracks me up. I watched one roll down into a hill in the ocean once. What? Was it just like, oh no, I'm falling? Bruh, honestly, me. So me. Get out of here. Alright, let's fly back. I think that's enough jungle wood for now, at least. collect all the tropical fish. Isn't there like 1,400 or something like that? It's wild. Also, chat, we should probably take one more quick little break. But while we do it, I'm gonna break when we're back at home at the creeper farm. Because I keep forgetting to do that. We need to build up our gunpowder supply way more than what we've got already. It's pretty bad. I once had a wandering trader push a panda off a cliff. How heartless. See, this is why you don't... The wandering traders are just menaces, okay? Will there be a new season of Camp Cozy? I'm not too sure about that one. Honestly, the problem is running SMPs and stuff. It's just kind of difficult. As much as we love to do it, there's just like a lot that goes into it. If we can swing it again one day, we might, but as of right now, I don't know if we have any plans to. Where are we at? These jungles are way further than I realized. There's gotta be one closer. I thought there was. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that's a thing, right? Like, the problem is like the time management, because at the end, like, at the end of the day, it's one of those things where it's like there's already so many other things on top of the pile. That's what kind of sucks about it, though, is that it's one of those things where it's like if we had all the time, we would, but sadly, we just don't. Just Google it and says there's 3,072 different tropical fish. Why so many? I swear I've only ever noticed like 10 at most. You know what I mean? I'm like, how are there so many variants? I guess like each type of tropical fish, there's like a certain amount, and then they all have different like colorways and stuff too. Wild. Are you ever gonna revisit playing Tavern Manager? Honestly, I'd love to. I would absolutely love to. That, Cult of the Lamb, and Palia, I would love to keep playing. The only problem is time. Because, like, today I was planning on maybe doing some games, like, a little bit later. But now I'm just, like, so stuck on Minecraft. Are you ever gonna revisit Red Dead 2? Red Dead, probably not, even though I actually love that game. That's one of the best games I've ever played. However, the problem with Red Dead is that it's so open world that it's like nearly impossible. Like with the amount that we can play random games, it would be impossible for me to finish it. So that's the only problem, you know? It's just that it's just like, if I had the time to afford, if I could afford the time, I would, but open world, it's the same reason why I'm like, I would love to play The Witcher on stream, but I'm like, it would just take us like literally 5 years to get through. Rofo, homie, welcome on in. How you doing? It's nice to see ya. And Rug, thank you so much for the hydrate. Highly recommend playing it on your own. Honestly, yeah, I think I might do like a replay on my own for sure. I loved that game. It's incredible. It's just like, I wish we had more time. Like if I could dedicate streaming every single day for like the next like however long it would take, if I could dedicate that much time to playing it, I absolutely would. But sadly I can't. How do you not get burned out from Minecraft? Because I do. I have my 2-week phases. Honestly, like there are times where like sometimes I'm like, dude, I don't feel like playing, but I feel like it's so hard to explain. Sometimes I just feel like Minecraft, like at this point, is kind of just like, it is like such a routine, and like it almost feels like it is, like it sounds so cheesy, but it's almost like a home in a way that like, I don't feel like I'm like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like daunting to go into. Like I always have some type of project to work on, but I do understand the burnout. Like I definitely do get, I don't necessarily get Minecraft burnout, but I do get burnout. Like, let's say I'm like, I don't know what to make for a video. Like that's stressing me out and stuff like that. But I would say that if you're getting burnt out from it, I would try like making goals, maybe switching up the type of Minecraft that you're playing. If you're able to play modded, that helps a lot. If you can like, I don't know, if you can just like kind of switch up the play style, I think is usually kind of like the problem for me. Where like sometimes I'm like I get like a little bit over plain vanilla, so like I switch to like more modded stuff to give that a shot. And then just like all of that type of stuff. Even in like if you have a long-term world, I would just like, you know, switch things up in terms of like, oh, today I think I'm gonna adventure. And then another day, like maybe like kind of focus on building. I think it's normal to get like sick of like doing the same tasks over and over though, for sure. Even today we like did like a mix of like building and adventuring because it's like, you kind of have to mix it up, you know? And also same thing with like, I don't even think there's necessarily something wrong with like starting new worlds too. Like, I wouldn't feel bad doing that at all, to be honest. I'd be starting new worlds left and right. Oh yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, I love having this world to come back to. It's great, but also like, I love starting a new world for a series. I think it's like super fun. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Sorry, I'm in like ultra concentration mode. But yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with like starting over on like worlds and stuff like that. I technically do it all the time. Like, I will run through a series and kind of like accomplish what I want to do. And like, even going into some series, I'm like, this is not a long-term world by any means. Like, I'm set out to accomplish something, I do it, and then it's done. Because I think early game Minecraft is so fun. There's something about starting a fresh world that's like, just, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever get sick of it. You know what? I think I'm gonna switch this up a bit, actually. It's too big. I like watching Minecraft, but I don't know what to do in-game, especially if I would play alone. That's totally fair. Totally fair. I honestly like find that like sometimes I prefer just watching people play a game because like it's like sometimes I can't afford the time to play it myself. So watching somebody who's like, I don't know, like really good or just like having a good time play it, I'm like, that's more than enough for me. And like you said, sometimes you're like, I can't even like fathom like what to do in certain games. So I'm like, I don't know, I kind of like just I like watching somebody who's good at it play it, right? Just started Forever World, made a base, and went to the Nether and got so lost I made a new portal. I'm 9,000 away from my base? What? 9,000 blocks? Oh no. That's not good. Maybe one day you'll come across the spawn, which would be really funny. You'd be like, oh my gosh, this is so old school. I really enjoy the comfort aspect of something that's so familiar but changes every once in a while. Plus, no one can deny the soundtrack is vibey. So true. I think that like touches on such like a good point where like Minecraft does really have that feeling to it where it is like, it is so familiar, but every single time you never know what you're gonna get. Each experience is always a bit different. It's so weird. And I've never really played any other game that kind of gives that feeling. It's bizarre. Need a bit more height. I think that's good. Love your one-off worlds, like the no commentary long plays. I love having those on in the background while I'm working. Oh, I'm so glad. Heck yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I think it's nice for me too, because it just like, I don't know. It's like a new challenge every time. You don't have to commit to something that's like, sometimes I find even committing to something for a super long time can be very daunting, right? And then not every seed is gonna have something you like. So if you're like, oh, I want to build like a really cool like cherry wood style like base, and then it has nothing else really to offer in some ways, like just dip, you know? Build up that base, enjoy it, and then just like save the world on like a hard drive or something, you're good to go. Love early Minecraft too, just taking time and actually enjoying the process. Kind of forget the feeling of it since I'm constantly in my long-term world, but once I get into a new world, I miss the feeling. Yeah, totally. And just like having to like really like grind out those resources, like explore caves and stuff like that. It kind of really pushes you to like really explore around the map for a bit too. Just break your bed and let it point to spawn. The compass that is. Rofo, you are just such a little... You're a rat. You're such a rat, dude. Chat, that doesn't exist. Me Googling it on the side, though. Does the bed in Minecraft actually do that? God, you're such a rat, dude. You know what? Actually, no, I think this one should probably be 2 floors. I don't know. Contemplating things. How big have some of these been? Yeah, 3 and then 2. Just looking just to make sure I'm like kind of staying with the scale of what I've been doing. I think we're good. Dun, 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 dun. Genuinely does point to spawn? No, it doesn't. There's no way. There's no way. Would you ever consider streaming an ancient city hunt? I've got to be so honest. We've done like 5 or 6 of them already. No, more than that. We were searching for... Oh, chat, what was it? We were searching for something really random. It wasn't Swift Sneak. It was something else. And we went to like... I don't even know. It was like nearly like 10 ancient cities. I mean, I would go back to one because it's actually really fun, but I just like, I need a reason to go back because we've done a lot. Like we've covered like tons that way, this way, this way, this way. They're so fun though. They're really scary, but I like them. Ah. Whoops. Went back to school after winter break this Wednesday. The first thing my teachers did was telling us how much we have to do. 2 presentations, 3 exams, and 1 essay. No, that's the worst when they're like, buckle up. You think winter break was nice? Well, that's nice because this isn't going to be fun. And you're just like, literally the worst. Get a compass right now. But wait, what do you mean? Like... I know where spawn is, but like if you place a bed down, I don't understand what you mean. Cause like you place the bed and what are you talking about? Did I misread? Just break your bed and let it point towards spawn. What does that mean? I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, I genuinely don't understand what you mean because I'm breaking a bed. It's floating. And when you place it in the angle that you need. I don't know what you're talking about. I've got work to do, okay? Sorry, my brain is completely fried. Wait, what did you try? What were you eating, Rofo, though? I don't understand. What were you trying to explain? Oh, you mean the compass. Oh, I see. The compass points towards... Oh, I thought you meant a bed did that. And I was like, dude, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah, no. The compass points towards spawn, right? I have a couple of those in this world. I didn't realize... What would it do, though, if you had a bed and it, like, pointed towards a bed that you, like... You broke? Would it just not point towards anything? I was like, dude, what are you talking about? Charlie, welcome back. How you doing? You can put a lodestone at your base and set the compass to point to the lodestone. Oh yeah, didn't they change something about lodestones too? How they're like easier to craft or something? If you put your bed down, break it, then put it back down on the top of the down the top of the bed pillow side points in the direction of your house. Cause home is where comfy always is. I thought that's what Rofo was saying, and I was like, no, it doesn't. Like, you're trolling me again. See, I'm always like so hesitant to believe Rofo on anything because the reason why our sub badges are fish because he told me that enchanted fish exist in Minecraft, and I kind of low-key, like, a little bit believed him, and I still kind of do. So now I'm like, rule number 1, if Rofo's in chat, I don't trust him. The old mechanic was the compass pointed towards the bed you slept in last. If you broke it, that would point to world spawn. Oh, I get it. I see what you mean. I was so ready to be like, you're lying. Well, I already was, kind of. But if you stick a fish in an enchanting table, that's a different story. That's a different story. Not again. I think the lodestone, I think I tried to use it once. Was it in the guild with Maggie when we like died 1,000 times and it was just like the worst day of our lives? I'm pretty sure that's when I used it, like once maybe. Just gonna curve this roof like a little bit softer than that one, just so they're not fully the same. Otherwise, we're gonna have like too many same buildings, you know? Just trying to do like slight variations. Did you also know that whatever block you put down, they will immediately point north? You're so right. Let me look. Whoa! That's pointing west. Wow, it worked! That's so cool. What the heck? Wow! That was the nether version you're referring to. Oh, the respawn anchor. That's what it was. I hated that. That was the worst. Actually the worst. Perfect. This is starting to look really cute, chat. I mean, we're like really making a giga village here, but I think it's good. My one thing is I think I made this one a little bit too wide because most village homes, now that I look at it, have been like 1, 2, 3, 3. I think I went a little bit too big on the scale of that one. I don't know if that's like worth tearing down though. I mean, I could just sprinkle in a couple. Well, this one's 5 wide too. Are these too big? I mean, I guess I could sprinkle in a couple of bigger builds along here too. I didn't really realize that these are smaller scale. But we can combat that by making some bigger builds throughout here, right? I just don't want it to take away from the feel of like a village. Like a classic Minecraft village. I don't know. Make the rest of the homes bigger, so like start sprinkling in. We could like add one here. Don't think size is taken away from the vibes. Okay. Yeah, it's like a warehouse. You're so right. It's the town warehouse. You're so right. Yeah, as long as it hasn't taken away from the village. I mean, I think we can really just like add in some that are the same size as well. So it doesn't have that effect. But I think that's pretty good. I think I might have to leave it off at this though, because it is 4 o'clock now. So we should probably wrap things up, chat. Let's go into the chatting screen. We got a lot done today though. Lots done on this village. Yeah, we got to keep the enchanted fish safe and sound in there, you know? All right, chat. So before we go, I just want to say thank you so much, everybody, for all the subs and biddies today. Really appreciate it. You all are just so, so kind. Always appreciate it. And thank you so much for hanging out today. It was such a blast. Always love these streams.